going to Armenia. Are you ready to fly? Go, go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. I am Curvy Lou and this is my husband Jason. So, as you've seen in our recent videos, we have traveled to Yerevan, Armenia as a family of 4. And it was a beautiful, memorable trip. And it's one for the books because it's the first time we have traveled since this pandemic occurred. So it was a risk well taken, but we praise God and we thank Him that we left UAE safe and healthy and came back to UAE in whole, safe, healthy, and happy. So now I will tell you, as a family, is it really worth the risk to travel this time? For that question, I would say it depends on how courageous you will be, since you will be traveling with kids. In this video, I would give you tips on how to travel if you are from Dubai or from the United Arab Emirates and you want to travel to Yerevan, Armenia with kids, and how is it, what are the needed things that you need to prepare for the trip. So by the way, we are currently on our way back to Abu Dhabi from Dubai. We landed yesterday. We stayed in Dubai for a night. We took our PCR there and then traveling back to Abu Dhabi. So that's the reason I'm in the car and doing this vlog, because the kids are asleep and my husband is driving us home. For us, based on our experience, this time, July 2021, Armenia was listed as a green country. Hence, we pursued our plan for this trip because of that. So what it means here is that when you come back from that country, you need not do the quarantine requirement. So you will not be quarantined in any in home or in a government facility, but you need to take PCR tests. So they're on the day of entering Abu Dhabi, as well as on the 6th day from landing from your travel. So first is check the country of destination if it's in the green list country, and second, of course, you have to check for good offers of flights, right? So we don't want to break the bank whenever we want to travel. So that's the second. And then third will be check what are the requirements of the country of destination or that country where you want to travel to. So when we checked Yerevan, and for us that are Philippine passport holder, they only require e-visa, since they don't have the how do you call this, upon arrival. But now you must have the e-visa in order to go through immigration. For the e-visa, you just have to go to their website. You have to enter the requirements like the passport details. If you're a resident in UAE, put the residence visa. So just make sure you have the scanned copies of all these requirements: passport, Emirates ID, hotel bookings, tickets, and residence visa. And I think that's what we provided for the e-visa. And by the way, it's just the adults that are having a fee of $6 per head, while the kids, like my kids 5 and 1, were free of charge for the e-visa. So yeah, we only paid $12 for the e-visa. So but you still have to apply e-visas for your kids, but like I said, they will be free of charge. And just ensure that when you are applying the e-visa of your kids, you are adding the copy of your kid's passport and both parents' passport. So basically 3 documents for the passports needs to be submitted for the e-visa of the kids. So I just want to remind that, because you might get confused. You might just put the passport of the parents and forgot the passport of the kid. So yeah, so for the e-visa, it just took a day. The next requirement they want or they needed is they said there in their website, which I will put a screenshot here and then show you. The other requirements they required, that at least you are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, with the certificate of your vaccination. Through the Seha app, you can get your vaccination report or the certificates, which will show you the date of the first dose, date of the second dose, and the lot number of the vaccines. And they also require, they mentioned there, it's or actually fully vaccinated with the vaccination certificates, or PCR test within the 72 hours. That is required upon entry to Yerevan. But then, regardless if you need it or not, you must have the PCR in order to check in and fly Dubai. There in their website, they said that they need PCR from age 12 months old and above. So my baby was 1 year and 10 months, so she needed a PCR. So both of my kids got tested. Kayson, my 5-year-old kid, Jason, and I were tested in Abu Dhabi stem cell. So me and Jason paid for 65 dirhams. Kayson was for free. While for Marie, because she's less than 5, they do not do the PCR there. You have to go to one of the hospitals or clinics around Abu Dhabi to have that PCR. So we went to NMC Electra and got the PCR results there. We took the swab at around 8 a.m. and by 5 or 6 we already got the results from both facilities. So for ATSC, what's nice about them is that they are gonna text you the result and the website or the link where you can get the certificate. So you just have to print that out. And by the way, if you have PCR result, please print them out. Like just print up to 2 copies each, because that's a requirement on check-in to fly Dubai. So this is a fly Dubai experience, guys. I don't know for other airlines, but our experience was fly Dubai. Physical copy of the PCR that was done within the 72-hour period. By the way, a negative result or a not detected is acceptable in both fly Dubai during check-in as well as in Yerevan. PCR is one of the requirements to enter Yerevan and to fly with fly Dubai. So you really have to have that. And once you reach Yerevan, they would ask for your passport. Of course, they would check your e-visa, and then they would also check the PCR tests for all of the arriving passengers or tourists. And then once that's done, you're out for your vacation.